You that fly and have a peaceful home. Change is all we need to make it stand.
And I tell you, love is all we need to make it stand. Change is all we need to make it stand. That's why we must unify and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, our land of liberty. I'd like to welcome you to this special interview with the team that is making money transfer to Liberia easy, affordable, and reliable. The newest on the block, Sendwave. If you have not tried that, I would urge you to do it. But we're going to be talking Sendwave this afternoon. Like I said, is the newest money transfer system to Liberia, easy, convenient, and reliable. With all much ado, let me welcome the Sendwave team member with me in this wonderful prime time on this interview. Muzabel, welcome. Muzabel, are you there? It seems he's trying to get his gadgets up and running. But like I put it, this is the newest money transfer system coming to you, our fellow Liberians and other nationals. Are you getting me right now, Mozabel? Are you hearing us? Well, I think his we will see whether we can play this through quickly and retake him. I think he's getting some technical glitches over there. Are you getting us, Mozabel? Oh my worry is it's more like some technical glitches from his end, and we see whether we can make this adjustment quickly. I'll tell you, we are back right here. We are back on this special interview with the team of Sendwave. Most of it, are you getting me right now? Are you hearing us now? I think are you getting me right now? This is still some I don't know why, but we hope he can make the adjustment right there and get back into our studio. But if you just joined, I'd like to say welcome to this special interview. We're talking Sendwave, and if you don't know, Sendwave is the newest on the block. I tell you, as it relates to sending money to Liberia uh, from across the world. So the team agreed to join us to talk about this process. Are you getting us now?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you very well now.
All right.
Technology sometimes play with us, and but we got this.
Yeah.
And I'd like to say welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, and like I was just saying in the intro, this is the newest on the block, Sendwave, making money transferred across the world easy and affordable. And I'm glad to have you on this wonderful interview.
Thank you.
So you will begin by telling us about this system. Sendwave is relatively new to a lot of people, especially from our country and other countries around the world. I've used it. As a matter of fact, I was one of those who was one of the first to use it from my country. I'm proud to say that
That's
I
right.
did it. It was safe and better. So tell us, how did this come into being?
Very good. Thank you very much for the opportunity. So just a little bit of introduction. I know you already introduced me there. My name is Muzabel Welongo, and I'm a growth manager here at Sendwave. And Sendwave is a company, is an international company that specializes in remittances. We were started in 2014. One of the two founders, called Drew, was operating some development programs in Tanzania. And whenever he had to come back to the US, he's American, so he always had to come back to the US and send money to his teams in Tanzania. And he was faced with all these hurdles of sending money. The fees were actually very high at that time. Whenever you wanted to send money, like you had to use Western Union, going to the store, or MoneyGram, and it was just too much. Also, the hassle was really, big. So you had to go to the store here, and the person also on the other end also had to go to the store to fill papers. You fill papers here and you fill papers there, and in between you're losing time, you're losing money, and there was just no convenient way of sending money. So it was like, can we think of a way to help the diaspora members to send money as easy as someone sending a message? Sending a message is very easy. And so that's how Sendwave actually started. It was Drew and Likon. Those are like the two co-founders. And we started with 3 countries originally. So it was Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda in East Africa. But we've since grown. We grew into Ghana, Nigeria, and right now, if you are in the US, you can actually send to Senegal and our newest market, which is Liberia. We also recently just opened our new market outside of the continent of Africa, which is in Bangladesh. So yeah, people now can use Sendwave to send to Africa and also to Asia.
So so far since you started this this business or this way of sending money across the world, what have been the reception from your customers from those countries you already started in before hitting into Liberia?
The reception has really been very positive. As I told you, we've grown really big from just 3 countries in 2014, 2015 to now we are in about 8 countries in Africa, and we would have even actually grown much bigger than that if we wanted to, but we going with like a very small steps. But the reception has been really big. People find Sendwave as a necessity. Sendwave is not just something that you use and then stop using. Someone in the diaspora, I'm a diaspora member myself. I send money back home almost every week. And once you have a service like Sendwave that enables you to actually send at a very affordable rate, and you're able to send with like all the comfort, you're just sitting at home, and like within a few seconds the person back home will receive money, is just so amazing. And so that's why we are getting like a lot of positive views, and we are also growing every week, every month. We are growing every year. We are growing, and it's actually through this growth that we say now we can go into a new market, because we have managed to grow into this market. Like Nigerians have like us, so we think we are now ready to go into Liberia, for example. So that's how we use it to measure our growth.
All right, the measurement of growth depends on the kind of feedback you are getting. If I may just put it in a nutshell. And now you got the rights to run this in Liberia. Tell us, what did it take you to move on to Liberia after testing and seeing what it's like in our sister country in West Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, and other areas? What did it take you into moving on into Liberia?
So the biggest factor here is the need, right? So we did our research, and we found that Liberians actually send a lot of money back home, and they were not opportunities or services that were available that allowed people to send money both at an affordable rate and also at a good speed, right? So many people still had to go to the stores and line up, and how that can be inconvenient, especially during the current health crisis. In addition, the fees were just not excuse me, the fees were not like very affordable. And so when we did this research and we found that Liberia actually has enough infrastructure that enables us to operate in the country, we went in with both our legs. So we went to all departments. We went to the central bank and any ministry that was needed. We have a team that is actually located in Liberia and across Africa to make sure we are complying with the legal frameworks of all these countries where we're operating. And then once that is finished, we go in with all our partners. So right now, for example, we are working closely with MTN Lone Star in Liberia, which is like our big partner. So someone sends money from the US to MTN mobile wallets in Liberia. So that was a big chunk of the process that we went through to find that partner where that can ensure that money is received, and not only received but received within seconds.
So when you talk about this, I don't want to call the names of the other guys. I just call the other guys.
Mhm.
So why do you think Sendwave is kind of unique to that of the other guys? And like I said, we're not going to call the names of those other guys. But why do you think your system is unique to that of the other guys?
So there are about 4 points here why we are really unique and why I think everyone should try and use Sendwave whenever you want to send money to Liberia. And the first one is we are one of the most affordable ways out there for you to send money to Liberia. Because in Liberia, someone sending money from the US, they are sending dollar to dollar. It's different from our other markets where we don't charge any fees. We only take a small percentage of exchange rate. But in Liberia, because the dollar you are sending is actually the dollar that gets received in Liberia, we have to charge a small fee. Even when we charge that fee, we are still way more affordable than than almost all our competitors. As you said, we are not going to mention their names. So that's the first point. The second point is, when I say we are instant, and I mean it, is like Sendwave is really fast. You've tried it. You can also have testimony from other people who have tried it. It takes like a few minutes to set up, but once you finish setting up, the actual process of starting your transaction up to the end, it takes like just a few seconds. After you finish, you will receive your alert here that the money has been received, and also your recipient in Liberia also receive their alert that the money has been received. And the whole process takes just those few seconds, and the money is immediately available in their mobile wallet. They can just go to any agent and withdraw it, or they can use it however they want to use it. The third thing here is Sendwave is like one of the most convenient because we are fast and we are affordable. We are also a mobile app that you just download on the phone. So Sendwave is not like you don't go to the shop or stay in any line. Is the app. That means at 1 a.m., at 7 a.m., anytime you can use Sendwave as long as you have a stable internet connection. And especially now at this time, we feel like Sendwave is really, really a great necessity because it allows you to send money without having to move out of your chair or move out of your home, and yet you can still have your relative receive a big chunk of the money that you are sending. And finally, the fourth uniqueness about Sendwave here is about our security. We are Africans. I'm also African. I'm originally from Congo, and I send money to like maybe 5 countries across Africa where I have relatives scattered, and security is really key, right? Whenever we are dealing with money, this is a very hard-earned money. You don't want to play with it, and Sendwave puts security of your information, security of your bank details, everything that you submit through the Sendwave app is dealt with the utmost security. And so those 4 things, I feel like are like the most important things you want to ensure for the diaspora communities, in order for them to be able to send money, for them feeling comfortable sending money, but also at the same time feeling sending in a very convenient and affordable way back home.
Now you bring me into this question about unlike the other people, the Sendwave system is sending directly to mobile wallets. What do you think is important? Why not the traditional style?
So the mobile wallet is very fast because as you know, in Liberia, not everyone, for example, has a bank account. But majority of the people have mobile wallet. Majority of people have phones, and the phones that actually receive money are not like smartphones. They are just phones, like any phone. If you use that phone to call someone and text someone, that phone can also receive money through Sendwave, and that's why it's very important, right? So if you start getting into like the other complicated stuff, like send them a password, let them go to a shop and collect, that's like there is a lot of things involved there. Some of them have to use transport to get their shop. And so the idea of sending, you in the US sending from your phone and also sending to someone's phone is just very convenient. In other countries, in some
Mhm.
countries, we also allow sending to banks. But right now in Liberia, we have started with the mobile because majority of people actually use mobile money than banks.
So you got plans of moving to the banking style as well for people who want to.
Yes, as need arises. So anyone who has like questions or like want to contribute to this feedback, they can always reach back to us. As we get this feedback, when we know that the banks are also needed, we're gonna add yes.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the security. You talked briefly about the security and like I sent this to somebody before some last week and sometime last week, and this person called me. Oh, I downloaded the app and I'm trying to set it up, and it's requesting a lot of information: your
Mhm.
credit card, your bank information, your social security, your address, and all of that. A lot of time, people will feel that some apps are not secure. What can you say about the protection of the personal information of your customers?
Mhm. Yeah, so as I mentioned, security of our users' information is like a very, very high priority for us. We actually have an entire team that deals with security. And but I'm gonna explain it in simple terms here. So we do a couple of things to ensure the security of the data.
Okay.
And is what we call a 128 bit encryption. So this is the encryption type similar to what many banks use when they are collecting your information. What does this mean? When you enter the information through the Sendwave app, whether it's your ID or any other information, when this information is being sent from your phone to our servers, this information is encrypted. So it's in a format that no one can read when it's being sent. So that means no one can actually steal your information. In addition, we also use bank processing partners, like any like stores in the US, for example. They would have like where you go and pay with your debit card or your credit card. That machine is actually being processed by card processor, which are really highly regulated because of the security of your banking information. What that means is we actually don't get your debit card information. It is processed by the processors, just to ensure also that your security is of the utmost importance. And I can go on and go on, but those two are kind of the key here. We ensure that we are using the bank processors, the card processors, which have like the highest level of security, as well as the encryption is to ensure that any information that you are entering on the app is actually encrypted before even it reaches us.
Right. Okay. So we will go directly into the process of getting this done. If you may, you could just explain to us, people wondering, how can I start sending money right away? What are the steps involved? Though I know we have some pictures that we will display on the screen while you explain,
Okay.
but you can take your time and explain to us, and we will also uh, do a demo here.
Mm.
We're going to have somebody from Liberia join us,
Mhm.
and we're going to do a demo here to see how fast it takes to get money sent to Liberia, to other countries you're talking about. But before you go to that, are these countries also allowed to send money to the US, to Europe, and all of that, to countries that you participating in, or just to Africa?
So Sendwave is a one-way transfer. So you can only send money from the US. So we have countries that we call sending countries. So you can send money from those sending countries to the receiving countries in Africa. So at the moment, you can send money if you are in the US, Canada, UK, Italy, Spain, Ireland, and France. Someone in France, however, is only able to send to Senegal at the moment. So someone in France cannot send to Liberia or Nigeria. So we are still piloting. That's a new market that we are still piloting. And then for receiving countries, we have our newest Liberia and Senegal, as I mentioned. And then we have all the markets, which are Nigeria, Ghana, and then in East Africa, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. So again, for our new market, we start very small. For example, right now, only people in the US are able to send to Liberia at the moment. We are going to open other countries eventually with time, but we always start with like one country, one. So like US, Liberia, and then maybe next time we'll do UK, Liberia, depending on the population of Liberians who are in the UK, for example.
Okay, so you want to drill us through the process. What do we do for us to get started? Just we gave you the time to just drill us, and as you talk about that, we will display the flyers on here, and later on we can move on to doing a demo on that as well.
Very well, very well. Yeah, so downloading Sendwave is pretty easy. The first thing you do is go to your phone's Google Play Store if you're using an Android phone, or App Store if you're using an iPhone, and then just search for Sendwave, and you will see our penguin logo there, the yellow penguin with the yellow stuff there. So once you see that, then download it. Once you download, you'll see two buttons. One is sign up or login. So the sign up is if you are a new user, if you haven't created an account yet. So this is the one I'm going to explain today. So you will click on sign up. That will take you to the account creation page. So you'll just use your email, you put your full name there and your phone number, and then create yourself a password. Remember, you will use this password whenever you want to send money. So remember it. At the end of every transaction, you will need to use that password. And then once you've created your account, don't forget, before you do anything, before you go any further, you will see a question that asks you if you have a promo code. There, you get yourself some free dollar for your first transaction. And our promo code here is KMTV. So you got a promo code and use the promo code KMTV. That promo code will give you automatically $5 credit. That $5 credit will be added to your very first transaction that you send to Liberia. Okay, and then after that, you've used now your promo code and you've gotten your free credit. You will go next. You will put your recipient. So you need to collect the recipient's MTN mobile money number and their full name. Those are the two things you need from them. So their MTN mobile money number, and then you need their full name. And then you will enter it through the recipient. And then once you've saved your recipient, you put the amount. How much are you trying to send? Is it $10? Is it $100? And then you can keep going next. You will go through a few steps of ID verification. If you're a new user, we have like about 2 minutes of ID verification. And then once you finish the ID verification, you will get a text or email that says you are approved. Now you can start sending money. And then you are ready to make your first transaction. Again, here, remember to always use the promo code KMTV to get yourself free $5 credit on your first transaction. And you can always reach back to us when you are signing up. If you happen to stumble upon any issues on the Sendwave app, you will see a support button. There is a question mark that asks about if you need any help at all. And so you will click on that question mark. There you can text us, you can email us, or you can actually call us directly from the app if you have any issues at all. You are muted. I cannot hear you.
Oh yes, sir. I'm asking how effective are you as it relates to responding to your customers when there are issues?
Oh, okay. We are very effective. We have a 24/7 team. Before becoming a growth manager on this other side of the team, I used to be on the support team. I used to do user protection, and I can tell you, our team, they are very very professional. They are trained, and we will help you with any issues. Sometimes you might be calling because it took too long for you to start sending money. You can just call us for that reason, and we will tell you like this is what we need. If we need to ask you a few questions, sometimes we need to ask you a few questions. As a new user, we'll ask you those questions, and then we can allow you, and you can start sending money without any problem.
So with all of this, Muzabel, tell us, how do you make money? You put in a lot of work, a lot of effort. How do you make money?
So Sendwave, we make money through two ways. For markets where we are sending from US dollar, for example, to local currency like Nigeria, Ghana, we take a small percentage on the exchange rate. So when you are sending from US dollar to Naira in Nigeria, for example, there is a small fee that we cut there on the exchange rate. However, in markets where we cannot do the exchange rate, for example, from the US to Liberia, this one we are sending dollar to dollar. We charge a small fee. In Liberia, excuse me, people sending to Liberia right now can pay up like 3% of the transaction. So when you're sending, let's say $100, you pay $3, which is pretty affordable compared to the other services out there that send money to Liberia. And we cap our fee to $20. What means is 3% of, let's say, 3% of $1,000. If you wanted to send $1,000, 3% would have been $30. But we don't charge you more than $20 for any transaction. So above $20, you can just continue sending at that fee of $20 maximum. And that's for Liberia. And the reason why we do that is because it's not possible for us to take the small percentage that we usually take through the exchange rate like in other markets.
And you talk about the fees. What's the limit that you have to reach on a daily basis or per sending? How much limit do you need to send at a time,
So
or maybe in a day's time, in a month's time, in a week's time? Do you have a fixed limit? Like other guys, the other guys will tell you you can send over this in a month's time.
yes, so for a new user, if you just created Sendwave, your limit is 999 a day. So in any given 24 hours, you can send up to 999, and in 30 days, so in the month, you can send up to 3,000. Once you've been with Sendwave for a couple of months, maybe 2 or 3 months, and you've been sending money, you can actually request. The app has a place where you can ask to raise limits.
Okay.
If we need any additional information from you to raise the limits, again, this is like a regulatory requirement. It's like a legal we have to respect. We will ask you for that information, and then you get an upper limit. So the upper limit is 2,999 per day. That's like in 24 hours, you can send up to 2,999, and per month you can send 12,000 per month. So that is once you have been approved for the raised limits. It doesn't happen immediately. You would have to be with Sendwave for a few months.
Okay, a few months before you get that raise limit. And one of those following us is asking, he's I think he's in Oslo, Norway, and he's asking whether you in Norway. I think you talked about the countries you already operated in, but he's asking about the service, whether it's working from Norway.
Whether it's working, no. So right now, Sendwave, if you're sending to Liberia, you have to be in the US. So you need to
Okay.
have a US phone number, you need to have a US bank account, and you have to be a resident of the US to send money to Liberia. That's because Liberia is still a new market, but in general, for Sendwave, these are the countries. So again, I'm just going to repeat them because we already mentioned. So we have US, Canada, UK, Spain, Ireland, Italy, and France. So those are the countries that anyone who is in those countries can download Sendwave and use Sendwave. If you are in UK, if you are in France, you can only send to Senegal at the moment, and people sending to Liberia at the moment have to be in the US. We are hoping to open the other corridors like the other countries to allow people to send to Liberia in the coming months.
Okay, so that's a good one indeed. And at this time, because we're on the flip side of the KMTV news, which comes on just in 15-20 minutes. So we have joining us from Monrovia, Paul. Let me admit Paul, and then we can do a demo. Paul, welcome.
Yeah, Cyrus, it's good to be here, man. What's up with you?
I'm doing pretty well, and that's the entertainment expert of KMTV there in Monrovia. And Paul is joining us from Monrovia, Muzabel. So yeah. I'm going to use my Sendwave app and do a demo, and let's see how fast. I wanted to ask you how fast it's going to take to have somebody in Liberia receiving money, but since Paul is already on, we have to join us. We are going to be using the Sendwave app to see how fast it takes. So if you look there, Sendwave is right here with the penguin. So once I click this, it takes time. It's reading up, it's opening, and it opens to this. So the camera might not do me justice so much in allowing you, the viewers, to see exactly what it is. But you see the Liberia flag right there because I'm registered to send to Liberia. All of my information already been placed on my app, as Muzabel talked about. You can download the app. When you download, you open the app. It asks you for your full name, your address. It asks you for your bank information, either your credit card or your bank account information. It asks you for your social security, because this was something that I said somebody was concerned about, the social security. Don't worry. Somebody commenting right here saying it's fast. I'll just put that comment around the screen. Bacchus Yon says it's fast. And Darlene Peters is Darlene Peters. Sorry, I said a guy first. It's a lady there in Oslo, Norway. She said, okay, thanks. So I'm sure they're hoping that the service will reach Norway soon as possible. So as I was saying, I've already set up my app because I use it before, and it's very fast and convenient. So I've set up my app, my information, and everything there. The first thing you will see, Sendwave. At the bottom, you will see tool. So in the first line there, you see tool. That's the recipient's name or number. So the easier way I did this was because all of my numbers to Liberia are saved in my phone with the international code +231 or 011231, which I don't have to dial that number again. And I'm going to search for Paul. Paul is in my contact. So I will search for Paul. And when you search the number, it comes up because his name is saved in my contact as Paul KMTV. So you see Paul there. It's saved in my contact. There are a lot of, if there are other Pauls, you'll see all of their numbers will come up. But Paul is 886-59-5838. Paul, I got it correct?
Yeah.
Before I miss somebody celebrate this evening. So I have the opportunity now to select Paul. So when you select Paul, it loads and it comes on back. You already selected your recipient. And what next is send how much you want to send. So when you look at this app, it has the Lone Star Cell MTN 3% up to $20. That's why it says the charge. I think you see it right there. 3% up to $20. And it tells you that it goes through Lone Star Cell MTN mobile money wallet. So the Lone Star Cell MTN there, and they will tell you what it is. So right now, I wanted to try out. Okay, let me say I'm sending Paul $1. Paul, I'm sending $1. You might use it to call me back. So you put one there. I put $1 there just for the demo purpose. And you see $1. You will see send $1. You see receive $1 and like you were saying, Muzabel, it is telling us what currency is going to be received in.
Yes,
USD, exactly. $1. So I did this already. What I'm going to do, you will see next on the far right corner on the top of the app. I click next. It asks me to verify because my phone, I'm using an iPhone. So iPhone, because of security, I have my thumbprint, If you're not using your thumbprint, you will verify with your unlock code.
Yeah.
So this is asking me for my thumbprint to verify that I'm the one using this phone to send. So what I'm going to do is use my thumbprint, and once I put my thumbprint on there, it tells me this. It tells me who I'm sending to, their telephone number, the amount I'm sending. The fee that is charged is just 3 cents because it's $1, and it tells me how much in total will be coming from an account, $1.03, and how much Paul is going to receive, $1. So that's the information that will come right there. You see, confirm transactions. Asking you, is this the transaction you want to carry out? So I just okay, and when I okay, it's loading, and then it's loading, and then when it loads, it's telling me processing. So let's see how many seconds this is going to take to process. It's telling me transaction is processing. It is processing, 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 and I believe moving phones to MTN. The next thing is telling me moving phone to MTN. So let's see how fast this moves to the MTN. Boy, it's like you get signal.
Yes, Cyrus, I think I just got the notification.
Yeah. So I also got a notification that you receive it. The recipient has received it. And before I got the notification on my phone, okay. So Paul, you receive it, right? What's the message saying, Paul? Can you read the notification message out to us?
You have received $1 US from MTN Sendwave remittances on your mobile money account. At about this time, they put the time, the date from Cyrus J. McGill, US. Yeah, that's what I just got. That's a notification.
Okay, so you see, it took less than 30 seconds soon as I okay the transaction. But before I got the notification to the app, I received an email. And the email came directly to my email that is registered through to tell me that, hi Cyrus J. McGee, your money transfer has your money transfer has arrived to Paul's KMTV account. Here is a receipt of the transaction for your records. My name, the recipient name is there, his number is there, the amount is there, the fee is there, the amount paid from my account is there. The exchange rate is telling me the exchange rate because it's in Liberian dollars. I mean, it's in US dollars. It's telling me the exact US dollar received, the transaction date, the funds available. It's available right away. The confirmation number is also there, and it's telling me that email us at help@sendwave.com if you have any question about this transaction. So for instance, if somebody else has used my login on a different phone, it comes to my email. So if I get this email and I know that I didn't send Paul that money, I'm going to go directly to help@sendwave.com to make sure I can contact Sendwave right away that maybe my account has been used or it was not me who sent this money. But I mean, am I right, Muzabel?
So two things there. So no one can use your account on their phone without your permission. Why?
Yeah, I'm saying this. Maybe I had given this, trusted somebody with this login before.
You do it. Okay, if you trust someone, like you give them your information and they log in on a different phone, but
unknowingly it happened.
Yeah. So it can't happen by mistake. It has to be you giving them the information to actually, because your phone number, we send a code. Like we are noticing that someone is logging in on a different device. Are you approving it? Enter this code. So you will enter that code. So that's how we know that it was actually you, or you need to have that phone there.
All right. So Paul, you receive it, and I know there's going to be a bump on your entertainment segments.
Definitely, sure. Yeah, I just received it immediately. You did a few seconds after I got the notification, and it came directly to my phone account.
All right.
Very fast. Yep.
Okay, Paul. So we let you go. Thanks for being there. Thanks for joining us for this short demo, and we will wrap it up because we know the news is just on the flip side. From Monrovia, like there is biggest online television, premier news television is coming up soon. So we want to wrap it up quickly. Thanks for joining us, Paul.
Thank you too for having me.
All right. So Muzabel, just for us to wrap up, I think there are a lot more. We will be running through different demos. Somebody, Victor Kaiser is asking, where is your office in Monrovia? Do you have a physical office in Monrovia as we speak?
No, we don't have a physical office in Monrovia. Our Africa headquarters are in Senegal. But we have like team members who operate in Monrovia, but we don't have like a registered office in Monrovia. That's how we operate. We usually don't have like a big offices. We try to save on the overhead costs. Also because most of the people that we end up dealing with are the ones like in the US. They are the ones sending money. So those are the ones like when they have issues, they contact us. So all our offices are also in the US. And even in the US, we have our office in Boston, in Massachusetts, but you really don't have to go to the office. Our phone number and email are like there 24/7, without the need to like even go to the office.
So somebody else is asking, where do we go to get the money in Monrovia? You talk about that earlier, or maybe this person came a little bit late. Like in our Liberians land, we say if you come to church late, you can raise song, because probably we've already sang the song. But just for the benefit of this, how do people get their money off the mobile app, because it goes directly to your mobile wallet? You want to run over that quickly?
Yeah. So MTN in Liberia has agents like all over Liberia, not just in Monrovia, but all over Liberia. So you just have to see, you just check where it says MTN mobile money, and that's where you can get your money. You can also use the money in your wallet for other things. You can pay for things directly in like a supermarket. You can send it to someone else. So once the money is in your mobile wallet, it is yours to use. So you can decide to go get cash or use it in other ways.
And in Liberia, mobile money is getting so simple, and people using the mobile money at restaurants, using money to buy their LEC, pay their LEC bill. That's their current bills. They use money to transfer credits to their phone. Use mobile money in the supermarkets, and there are mobile money centers across Liberia where you go and cash out your money. And I think Victor got that. So Victor just gave you a thumbs up for that explanation. So it goes to your mobile money wallet. Once it gets to your mobile money wallet, that is all left with you. The way you want to use it, you decide how you want to use it, whether to pay your bills, to do transactions, or you want to withdraw to have your physical cash. You can also do that. And no, another person is asking, will you be charged extra fees when you are receiving the money? No, so Paul just told us that he received the exact $1. I paid the fees. I paid the 3 cents for that. So it comes from my account with the amount. If I'm correct, Muzabel.
Just to clarify, there, MTN has their own fees.
Okay.
So depending on what you are doing with that money, there might be fees associated with that are charged by MTN.
Oh, depending on how you use your mobile wallet.
Yes. So we have to clarify that MTN has their own fees. You can go to the MTN website and they will show you the price, like the price range, depending on the transaction you are making. If for some reason your recipient gets charged more than they were supposed to be charged on the official charges that MTN has put, you can get in touch with us and let us know. But it's good. That was a very good question.
Yeah, Bacchus is the one asking that. He's talking about withdrawing. Yes, I think he's talking about withdrawing your fees from your mobile wallet.
Yes, there are fees, and these are not Sendwave fees. These are MTN fees.
Okay, so I mean, is there another thing that we didn't talk about you want to touch on quickly as we wrap it up?
I mean, maybe just to welcome people again. If you haven't downloaded Sendwave, try it, download it today. Try the promo code KMTV. That promo code will give you $5 free. When you send, let's say you send $1 today, we're gonna add you another $5, so your recipient will receive $6. If you need any help, feel free to get in touch with us. You can also give them my number, like my official number, my business number. If those who don't want to reach us through the support line can also reach to me directly. I'm very happy to assist people who need.
So you right here. I don't have to. You can just call your number so that people would know the number exactly. So you can call your number that your customers or will-be customers can call you directly on.
Yes. So my number is that's the US +1 614 404 4511. 614-404-4511.
All right, so that's his personal number, his official number. That is, you can call and reach him through. So, Muzabel, it's been a wonderful time having you on here. I hope we can do this more so that people who are new to the system will get to know exactly how it is better to use Sendwave to that of the other guys across the other end. So, until then, have yourself a wonderful time, and I'll see you again.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and have a great show.
Yes, thank you. And coming up very shortly is the KMTV News. On the flip side, Liberia's biggest news outlet will be coming to you very shortly with all of the top stories coming from our communities in and across Liberia and other parts of the world where our Liberian communities are running super heavy. But Sendwave is the newest on the block. You will want to do that. Try the system, download the app, create an account, enter your recipient's name, their number, their wallet detail, add an amount to you want to send, link your credit or debit card, your debit card that is, and verify your information. Then the money arrives in the account of your recipient. That is it. And to be if you are going to be the first, if it's going to be your first time using it, use the promo code KMTV, and then you're going to get extra $5 on your first transfer. So until then, enjoy yourself. Do have yourself a wonderful time. From my end, I'd like to wish you all of the best. The KMTV News is coming up in just a few minutes.